So I'm just gonna go through the balance manifesto first. So that, you know, we can talk about the things. I don't wanna get too spoiled because things are getting fucking nerfed. There is no other way to make life-based builds actually be the meta unless they like fucking cut ES. There is no way that will ever happen because ES is so strong. So they have to nerf ES a lot. I'm just gonna go here to make my you know, we can see from the POE timeline too. But yeah, my prediction without knowing anything is ES getting gutted. That's the only thing. Oh, and I guess Winter Orb, but we already kind of knew that. But my only guess is that ES is getting gutted. Anything else, I really don't know. Is the music too loud? Oh yeah, never mind, I can't even... Fuck. It's fine. Actually, I'm gonna briefly look at chat. If it's fine. Yo team, tell me if it's fine. That's good. Okay, good. Now I don't need to watch it again. And then we go to the POE website. Put a monitor capture on, and there we go. The balance manifesto. Oh. Tomorrow we're releasing the full patch notes. Oh god, the patch notes is gonna be great too. I think I'm gonna wake up earlier for the patch notes on purpose. And start a bit like a couple hours earlier than today. In the meantime, we'd like to talk about some of the major balance changes we plan for the expansion and what our intentions are. Intention, make life meta again. How to get there, fucking nerf ES. Team has written a development manifesto to outline these changes. Yo, that's big. Oh my, wait, what the fuck? That is so long. Yo, this is some good shit. Let's go. Okay, 3.7.0 includes a huge number of changes to melee balance as well as other gameplay systems. Melee combat. The aim of many of the melee combat changes is to further develop and reinvigorate many combat systems for the core, marauder, and duelist archetypes. I guess Rip Raider. You can spoil as much as you want. Only people you're spoiling are the people on YouTube who read this for see this in YouTube for the first time. Because I don't have chat. My chat is literally closed. Oh, the chat is shown here because the OBS takes it from the whatever the fuck thing is called. The you know, the site where I have the plugins and whatnot. The overall goal is to create a greater diversity of melee skills and more exciting gameplay with them from early game through the late game. Early game melee combat feel. A number of changes have been made to melee which change the feel of early combat. Yeah, we know that. Most melee skills now have more or less attack speed, shown on the gem as a percentage of base attack speed. Oh yeah, that's the... Wait, most melee skills now have more or less attack speed, shown on the gem. Yeah, that's basically like a multiplier to your attack speed or whatever, right? This is to both better match their animations and creating a noticeable difference between fast aggressive attacks and slower, much deadlier spam. Many low-level weapons have had their attack speed Attack speeds increased to bring them closer to the fastest speed of their weapon, of their item class. This should lessen the feeling of a weapon feeling clunkier compared to a lower level equivalent with more of the speed coming from the weapon class and the skills it can use. I understand the reason why they're doing the rework, but I'm a bit afraid that it's just gonna make the skills that have a like slower base feel absolute dog shit, like especially early on, and require even more attack speed to make Multistrike feel good with them. If you actually want to do all of the swings with the Multistrike. Striking multiple targets. Swings with melee weapon. Melee weapons could previously only hit a single target, affecting both default attack and large number of melee attack skills like Glacial Hammer, Frostblade, Frenzy, Flicker Strike, and more. We made changes that mean that every swing has damage cone with a damage pattern that matches the attack animation. Yeah, we have they show the video where they show the weapon range or whatever, and then this when if the swing comes from the right side, you can hit mob. Like if you like, I guess cleave from the right side, not using cleave attack, but like the melee or whatever, like the default attack, it can hit shit there. Which is gonna be weird because Templar is left-handed. There's gonna be some playstyle differences between playing melee on a Templar and the Marauder because left hand and right hand. No, I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. But it could be interesting to see like people like whine about Templar is left-handed, attacking it with it feels weird, and yada yada yada. The standard melee attack animation has changed, now using one based on the double strike animation. This improves the feeling of combat flow while creating a new hit rhythm that will be more consistent across classes. We aim to make much greater animation improvements in 4.0, but this is a step towards more natural feeling. The biggest animation improvements in 4.0 is probably going to be completely rework of the like the class, like how they look and all that. Skill rebalance. I think once we're halfway, somewhere halfway, I'll put on the chat because then we've gone most of the things. We've made a pass of damage. Wait, we have made a pass of damage, attack speed, area effect, and more to many melee skills. The goal of this change is to make some less powerful choices more competitive with other comparable alternatives. Okay, this is the not the second, but the first coming of Glacial Cascade. That's it. Many attack gems now also have added damage that grows as the gem levels. This is mostly to provide more damage growth characters while leveling if they haven't found a powerful weapon. Yeah, that's one thing that I was actually a bit worried about when it comes to like elemental attack builds, etc. Different gems have different relative strength of added damage, so your skill choice may also be determined by how much you want to take advantage of the gem's damage compared to other damage. Yeah, if you get a lot of flat damage like double strike, then just scaling crazy attack speed is pretty good. Support gems. We made some significant changes to a couple of support gems that affect many melee skills. Oh god, Multistrike. What are you doing to this? This support now provides a lower attack speed multiplier. Wait, so we need to get more attack speed to make it feel good? Just over half of the existing support gem. The previous iteration provided far too large an attack speed multiplier for a single gem, causing problems with performance, effect animations, and balance. I mean, that's fine. We have fucking Berserker now. You don't need multi-strike attack speed to break animations. It's fine. Just be a Berserker. The skill repeats now have a damage multiplier, dealing. Wait, the skill repeats now have a damage multiplier, dealing double damage on the third repeat. Oh boy, I see some issue. I'm gonna. This is gonna. People are gonna need to learn to not cancel their animations. Oops. Yeah, people need to learn to not cancel their animations to get benefits of the last attack. And you need more attack speed to get there. So if you want to do more damage with it, you actually have to wait for the animations to finish. I mean, at least you can cancel, but yeah, that's... I don't know what to think about that. So they're like making... They are making a more skill-based combat where you can actually dodge it, and then they change Multistrike to make it so that you attack, like you finish your multi-striking lower, and then you need to use the last attack of it for the highest damage. I mean, this might be on paper, assuming that you always hit the finish the hit, like the third hit, to do a lot more damage than previously. But we're gonna need some better attack speed for this to feel good. You can now interrupt multi-strike attack between repeats, letting you avoid a dangerous possibility or end up an ongoing attack sequence when all enemies have already been dealt with. Overall, this makes multi-striking attacks much more responsive. Oh, I guess yeah. If you do end up killing everything on like the second hit already, it ends. So I guess that's kind of nice in that sense than previously, where you just killed everything on the first hit, and then the two hits were just like hitting, air. So I guess from that point of view, that's a good change. And let's be honest, most of the time everything dies on the first or second hit. So yeah. So maybe the last one, the double damage on the last hit is just for like tanky mobs. But then again, sometimes you have to move away, or if you're like preemptively starting to move towards like elsewhere already, then you just cancel the attack and you lose a lot of damage. But that's just like playstyle. Like you need to learn a new playstyle, I guess. Melee splash. As you can now hit multiple targets with a single weapon swing, melee splash can now create multiple splash effects each attack. The skill now has a larger splash damage penalty, as it can much more effectively destroy groups of enemies if you position your attacks perfectly. Let me read it again for you guys. The skill now has a larger splash damage penalty, as it can much more effectively... Wait. The skill now has a larger splash damage penalty. You know what I'm drawing here? There's this one build that is pretty much unplayable without a melee splash gem, and they are nerfing the AoE damage of it. This is called SRS. Because it just hits. It just hits. It doesn't have any kind of... god damn it. Yeah, this here... I mean, obviously I don't know any other changes to SRS, but this here is a massive nerf to SRS. Now, ideally they would make it so that the SRS default like can hit shit without melee splash in a pack, but you would still probably end up needing using it. But Pepe hands. Fortify. The Fortify support now provides a more melee damage stat instead of an increased melee physical damage stat. I like that it's just melee, so you can use it for elemental builds too. So with a lower value, it should now be a much more tempting choice for primary melee attacks rather than being relegated to secondary and travel skills, though it won't outlast the damage of the most powerful pure damage supports for attacks. Which then means that if you have an insane amount of damage on your build already, then you use it. If you don't, then you use the proper support. And then you just slap Fortify back on the where it's, you know, where it's right now, or use Vigilant Strike. Or like that. Okay. It's good that it's an option now though. It's nice that it's now an option. New support. New support and skill gems. We're introducing a number of new support gems, 2 of which enhance or support slower attacks, while another support gem and aura skill further enhances. Oh yeah, this is, I think I remember they talked about it. Hopefully this is just like pure, yeah, the pure physical damage playstyle. We hope these changes will improve the strength of these 2 methods of building characters. We'll be providing more details on the full list of support gems shortly. Okay. This is gonna be like this patch where we got the support gems, like we're looking at the energy leads, like wait, what the fuck is this shit? And as in, you know, this is pretty OP. Yo, I really hope they are buffing life and mana lead support gems. Marauder and Duelist Ascendancy classes. We made major changes to Chieftain, Berserker, and Slayer. We wanted to give them... Hey, why aren't you mentioning Champion and Gladiator here? They got reworks too. Justice for the champ and Glad. We wanted to give them a stronger identity and better let them achieve their design goals. I mean, honestly, they didn't really need rework, so, you know, it's fine. But yeah, these were pretty big changes. The Chieftain should be an amazing choice for fire damage attacker, and it's also really good for Righteous Fire now, like actually really good, as it gives a huge amount of life regen. Chieftain should be an amazing choice for a fire damage attacker, as it gives huge amount of life regen. Okay. Not exactly sure how the life regen is relevant for the fire damage attacker, but okay, yeah. And a competitive choice for a melee totem character. That it definitely is. Yes, absolutely. Berserker should be capable of some of the highest damage numbers in the game. It's also gonna break your attack animations. Just a heads up. So at a great cost. I mean, you don't need to go for the... Like, you totally don't need to get the 40% more damage with 10% increased damage taken. You can go Blitz, then you can take either the Leech or the Warcry, and then you just take the first Rage node. It's fine. And it will be pretty good with that too. Like, you don't need to go for the negative sides at all. We've also condensed the recovery tools available to him to make them more efficient and let you spend just a few more points on damage. More like attack speed. I think it's more like more about attack speed than damage now. But I guess attack speed is also kind of damage, so yeah, okay. He also has new critical attack notables that reward building critical strikes in a unique way. I like the crit notes on Berserker. Kinda cool. The Slayer reinforces his place as taking full advantage of life leech. I have my glasses. I can't. That's 8 to the eyes. Okay, that's better. While also being capable of massive damage against unique enemies. He also has powerful area bonuses as well as a new critical. That's Bog. That's Bog. Specialized frenzy and ender charge mechanic. Yeah, but life leads? I mean, I guess it's still okay, but full advantage of life leech. I guess the issue with that is that life leech itself is got kind of nerfed. I think they over nerfed life leech a bit. But I guess it's true. He does get all of the benefit from, I mean, well, overleech. But Berserker is actually better at leeching when you don't go, like, if you, like, you get better max life life per second as a Berserker than Slayer. So in that sense, Berserker actually has better leech than Slayer. But obviously, overleech is way, overleech is overleech. But overall, I really like the Slayer changes. You do have some options now. The Clad is receiving a new notable to support Gladiator theme Blood and Sand skills, but isn't receiving any other major changes at this point. Champ is receiving some minor improvements. In a way, you could also say that Champ got nerfed. There's like one case where it got nerfed, and that's using Dread Banner. If you're using Dread Banner with I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, like War Banner usage got better, Dread Banner got a bit worse. But overall, I think overall Champ definitely got better for sure. It's just a bit sad for that one part. And the Juggernaut remains unchanged, other than damage and area buff to his unyielding pass. Oh, so they're buffing the area too. Somebody hosted me? Fuck. Go look at them from here because I don't. My chat is minimized, so I don't see it there, and I don't want to open it yet. Oh, Richie, thanks for the host, dude. Welcome to not being able to really talk to me because my, like I said, chat is minimized because I don't want to get spoiled before I've read at least most of this. Other attack-based ascendancies won't receive any changes. So Raider will be seeing some big changes in 3.8. Feels bad for Ascendant too. I hope Ascendant gets changed too in 3.8. Passive 3 changes. We have redesigned the position and passive wheels of just about everything melee on the passive 3, as well as some bow and wand clusters. Oh, bow and wand clusters. Oh, interesting. I didn't know wand builds existed anymore. You very rarely see people play wand builds now. There has been a particular focus on making critical strikes more viable for a larger selection of melee builds, and that's why every Ascendance pretty much a crit. Or, gets that somehow. Okay, Glad doesn't. But yeah. There are many rewarding opportunities to specialize in certain mechanics like AoE, armor, evasion, impale, blind, and fortify. Oh, that's interesting. We're getting these on skill tree, and hopefully, my guess is that GGG is just gonna add. You know, you have a chance to get fortify on like some like stun or something like that, and then people just don't use the support at all on those builds against them. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Interesting. These are interesting things that get added to the skill tree. And they're making crit more viable for logic. Like, yo, are we finally gonna see like crit mace builds and axe builds? Because they're lacking a lot of crit nodes. Accuracy. We made some notable changes to accuracy calculation, making it much easier to reach higher chances to hit. Much easier. Okay. We've increased the chance to hit cap to 100%. Good job. Letting you always hit enemies something previously exclusive to Resolute technique and a small number of items, mods, and ascendancies. This will provide a goal for attack characters that has a noticeable impact on combat and will become a much more reasonable method of hitting enemies for attack characters without high dexterity. Okay. The character sheet now shows your chance to hit normal enemies and your chance to hit evasive enemy. And your chance to hit evasive enemies? Oh, so you can measure your hit rating against the foes you're taking on. With the new calculations, you'll need about 3k accuracy to always hit normal level 83 monsters. By normal, they mean anything that doesn't have extra bonuses to that. For example, Shaper is basically a normal. It doesn't have any extra evasion shit. We've also improved and normalized the accuracy rating of mods and items while reducing the amount of increased accuracy from passives and increasing their other offensive benefit. That's good. Picking up like normal accuracy nodes felt really bad for most of the time, unless you were a jug. This is because these clusters would have trialized reaching 3k accuracy rating. Okay. This value is subject to change as we put the finishing touches on the passive tree. I think the amulet that we had on the pay on the let me find it. Getting 3k with an item like these. Where the fuck are you? There's somewhere here. Yeah, there. That's like over 400. That's probably gonna go to like 450 accuracy. This shit is gonna help you hit the like this is higher than it was like currently. As a result of change to accuracy calculation, monsters will have a higher chance to hit players as well. Oh shit. This isn't so noticeable against characters fully invested in evasion, but will have more noticeable impact if you have a low amount of evasion. There's less free mitigation, you have to work for it now. You know what's the funny thing about this? Like a lot of people actually think the evasion is complete dog shit. Even though it's extremely consistent when you have done something with it. You know guys, the porcupine issues you have, like people have whining on Reddit, getting a bit of evasion and you're never gonna die to them. And it's actually better than armor, because oftentimes you have added elemental damage on top of their base physical through all other ways, be it rare, be it the magic pack with, you know, extra cold damage or something like that, or map mods. So evasion was already better than armor for that. Also the other, there's like two types of them, right? The one in the Act 8 when you go to Juggle, they actually I'm not sure if they had conversion, or if they had added code on top of the base physical. I don't remember which one it was, but they do actually elemental damage too. That's why you sometimes saw people die with them, even die to them even with the Immortal Call. Dagger and staff base types. The list of dagger and staff base types now includes a number of weapons that inherently can't have any caster modifiers on them. Previously, creating a great attack dagger or staff was significantly more difficult than other weapons like claws or maces, as preventing caster modifier was an additional, often expensive step. A staff that can't roll caster modifier is now called a war staff, while daggers that can roll caster modifiers are called daggers, and ones that can are called rune dagger. Existing base types are unaffected. Also, they're just adding new bases. You try to maintain a diverse set of weapons, keeping base type appropriate to those that were favored for a specific role. There have been some numerical changes to the weapons to further reinforce this. I really hope that the best in slot attack daggers and staves are not the ones that cannot roll caster mods. I really hope they don't do that. They should be like a good way to get a good weapon or introductory weapon, but I think for the best in slot, you should be getting for the ones that can get all mods. I really hope that they are doing that. Like they don't make the best in slot attack daggers and staves, you know, for the new bases. Like the difference doesn't need to be big. It's just, there just needs to be a difference so that there's like something to strive for, and you have these hard to, like super hard to obtain weapons for those, in my opinion. Not that, you know, crafting a good weapon is like isn't hard already, but yeah. Added damage from weapons and jewels. The damage granted by a high tier elemental weapon prefix compared poorly with the equivalent physical modifiers, making obtaining a great elemental weapon more about attack speed and critical bonuses, rendering the prefix mostly meaningless. We've remedied this by adding an additional tier of local added elemental damage for fire, cold, and lightning, increasing the power of existing high tiers and reducing the weighting of the top tiers to make obtaining them only slightly less challenging. Okay. They have to be fucking crazy for the attack speed and crit on your weapon to not be the mandatory 2 stats that you wanna go for. Then again, it depends on how much they are nerfing the flat elim from jewels. But because attack speed scale the flat from jewels, flat from jewelry, like rings, amulets, etc. And auras, like if you were running like anger or wrath or something like that, so the attack speed scale that well too. On the other end of scale, abyssal jewels were providing far more added damage attacks than we were happy with, making them a far greater contributor to damage than your weapon. We've lowered the value of attack damage modifiers to be about 30% lower than before, and made it harder to obtain the highest tiers of all types of added damage. Okay, so they're still gonna be fine. Abyssal jewels are still gonna be fine. They got a decent cut, but they're still gonna be fine, I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they wanna remove them from the existence, so yeah. At the same time, we've lowered life, mana, and energy shield available from abyssal jewels, and made the highest tier harder to obtain, as again they provided an unreasonable level of survivability for a single jewel. That is, I'll accept that. I will take that. That's a good hit to do. Yeah. Yeah, these are good nerfs. These are decent nerfs, yeah. We've changed weapon-specific modifiers on non-abyssal jewel. We've changed weapon-specific modifiers on non-abyssal jewels. Provide a general damage increase rather than specifically affecting physical damage. Which means now the, flat LE damage rolls in your weapons might actually mean something, since you can get increases from the normal jewels. I like that. That's nice. It basically made no, like, the only way to have a non-abyssal jewel on a LE damage LE damage build was to have life, like high attack speed and then double crit multi, or life, crit multi and double attack speed or something like that. So, I mean, that's still probably gonna be the way to go, but, having more options is nice. Remains to be seen if it's actually gonna be the case. General combat changes. Animation cancelling. You can now cancel your own skills within the first 20% of the attack or cast time, or after the effects of the skill have been unleashed. This will leave you better able to respond to enemy threats and allow you to be more mobile between attacks without losing potential damage. Cancelling an action in the first 20% will let you immediately... Will you let them immediately perform another skill, though there is a delay before you can cancel a skill again. You can't interrupt a skill with the same skill. That makes sense. Cancelling after the event of an action won't let you perform any actions until the first action would have completed, other than moving. This lets you move in short bursts between attacks or casts. Assuming you can actually hit and then move before shit gets hit you, because there seems to be a lot of lowering of attack speed, especially for the, if you're using Multistrike and you want to get the damage from the last hit, and then we're gonna have like less multipliers on some attacks. I would assume like something like Heavy Strike to have like less multiplier, for example. But yeah, we need to see what the numbers are. Cancelling after the events of an action won't let you perform any actions until the first action would have completed, other than moving. This lets you move in short. Yeah, oh yeah, I just read that. Enemy combat. There have been a large number of changes to enemies through Act 1 and some changes in Act 2. The goal of these changes is to bring, I think it's supposed to be is to bring a combat to level of modern monster design, with more opportunities for counterplay with enemy abilities that are also more dangerous. That's fine until you're in maps with those same monsters that were designed in the way, and then you just don't see a fucking thing on the screen, and then it's just like, I mean, I guess it's nice, but if that's only gonna matter in early game where you actually can see what the monsters are doing, that's cool, but yeah. Remains to be seen how it's gonna be in maps. Some monsters use the new melee system, so the area So the area their attacks hit will match the animations they use, making combat feel more connected and letting you respond to actions. Imagine how amazing it's gonna be. Like, you're first gonna play, it feels responsive, you can see the animations and where the damage is doing, and then you go to maps and you see a swing start coming. You're like, fuck yes, I'm gonna dodge this to the side, or like, go further it or whatever, and then you got hit anyways because it wasn't using the new attack, like the new system. Is like, really, skill changes. Travel skills. A number of skills are now classified as travel skills. These are movement skills that usually move you significantly faster than you could usually move. We're going to be using this distinction on a number of mechanics to both benefit or restrict their use without affecting high damage movement skills. Oh, interesting. Defensive skills. We made changes to Molten Shell and Immortal Call, connecting them with the new Iron Skin skill. You can read about the changes in this article. Yeah, we went over that already. It's somewhere in the YouTube too for you guys to see this there. The overall goal is to make defensive abilities reward careful use, though the option of automating them with trigger supports is still available. I think we're actually going to see level 20 cast when damage taken Iron Skin usage, at least in hardcore, where you have a high enough life pool where it actually matters. But if you're playing with like those cast when damage taken, cast when damage taken. My eyes so bright. Like, what's the threshold at like level 20? Like it's like 3.3k. That's like whatever. Like that's not that bad. And it depends on how hard the absorb, the Immortal Call, and the Iron Skin or what, like Steel Skin, like how it scales. But I think we're actually going to see high level Gatsby damage taken setups because people are lazy and don't want to self cast. So yeah. Changes to powerful skills. We've decided that Winter Orb, Stormbrand, Bane, and Soulrend were too powerful for clearing through content without heavy investment. So the damage and other aspects have been reduced in power. Why is ED Contagion not in this list? What? You list Bane, but you leave ED Contagion out. Oh god, dude. Oh shit. I mean, okay, Winter Orb and Stormbrand definitely, they can be nerfed. Soulren is pretty good, Bane is pretty good, but why is ED not here? Also, why is Herald of Agony not mentioned here? It's not the greatest clear, but it's a skill that literally allows you to have like nothing but defenses in your skill tree. Like literally nothing. Also, okay, Stormburst isn't a great clear skill, I guess. So yeah. Interesting. Oh shit. I mean, how they word this sounds like they're just gonna fucking axed. Warlord's Mark now only apply. Okay, fuck. I talk about you know, the people like practicing for the races and whatnot. I mean, Reddit's gonna be happy if Stormbrand is not gonna be the I mean, sorry, Reddit is gonna be happy for a week, you know, like maybe like 2 events, like, you know, 2 events that the community hosts, and after that they're gonna just leash on the next best skill and cry how it's boring, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay, Warlord's Mark now only applies its leech bonus to attacks. Oh, that hurts. Oh, fuck. The curse easily solved mana problems for casters with minimal investment. And after deliberation, we've decided that solving mana problems for spellcasters should regard more thought and a creator opportunity cost. I mean, we have EBMOM now, I guess. That's fine. That's a knee from my side. Oh wait, there is Herald of Agony. Herald of Agony has had its minion damage per virulent reduced, as the skill provided a huge amount of power for very little passive investment. They need to like cut it in half for it to not be like insanely OP. And I don't think they're gonna cut it in half. But I don't know, maybe they are. I don't know. This is a pretty fucking harsh to Warlord's Mark. So I don't know, maybe that's gonna be the case. Ooh. 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 Okay. Dude, tomorrow with the patch notes, it's gonna be I'm gonna get popcorn. I'm gonna get I'm actually gonna. It's been a while since I actually had popcorn, but I'm gonna prepare some popcorn for tomorrow's patch notes. That's for sure. Passive tree changes. Okay, how far are we in? Can I get my chat back? Okay, I think no. They're just gonna. If this is, I think this is where the shit starts rolling. So like, shit is hitting the fan right now. So I don't think it's gonna keep going. Passive tree changes. Powerful Ascendancy classes. Goodbye Trickster and Occultist, I guess. Maybe Mana Guardian too. Please kill Mana Guardian. I don't kill it, but nerf it. Nerf Mana Guardian. Trickster is gonna get hit. Occultist is gonna get hit. Oh yeah, fucking Occultist is the first here. Okay, certain notables on some Ascendancy classes that provided too much potential damage or defense have been changed. The Occultist now only has a single energy shield based notable with a condensed and limited version of the previous energy shield notable. The ability for energy shields to be interruptible if requires recently has moved to a new keystone for Near Witch. Yes, thank you. That is a good thing. That wasn't totally OP, and like that was totally OP, and Occultist only having it wasn't great. So it's nice that all ES builds can get that OP shit now. Okay. Making the mechanic available to a broader selection of characters do with a new downside. The downside isn't that big. Tricksters. Wait. So basically, they just like they just completely removed one of the Ascendancy notables and didn't add anything. Is that what happened? So wait. So they just like was like, you know, you too good, no more, and instead we put it here, and then we're gonna get Wild Bastion here as a 2-pointer. Condensed and limited version. So they're actually gonna nerf the Wild Bastion too. Yo, what they are gonna do to this? I don't think they're gonna remove the ES. They might nerf the ES a bit. And I guess they're... I mean, the only thing I can think of is that they're nerfing the cap, which is 30% right now. So it's gonna be like 20 or something? I don't know. That already is a pretty big nerf. Okay. Trickster's Ghost Dance charges now generate at a slower rate. Oh, Monka. It's like 1 second right now. Isn't it? Yeah, every second. Okay. And provide a reduced value of attack and cast speed. Isn't it like super crazy high it has right now? Yeah, it's like 12%. Okay. I mean, they can make that to like 6%, but it's still gonna be good. The charges were rarely depleted on a reasonable character in normal gameplay, providing massive defensive power that was far too reliable. Okay, depending on how long it takes for the charge to generate, I think if it's even at 2 seconds, it's gonna be fine. And honestly, it looks like Trickster dodged the bullet. It kind of looks like Trickster might have dodged the bullet, but we don't know what the. It all depends on this. It all depends on this. We just don't know, right? Or at least I don't know. Maybe it's I'll say it somewhere already. Trickster might be fine, guys.
I actually want to play Trickster Scourge Arrow at some point, so I hope that it's gonna be fine. The Elementalist Beacon of Ruin notable has been changed. No longer granting prolif of elements and with a lower value of minimum shock. The shock benefit provided too much power in combination with increased shock effect, while the prolif had significant effects on performance. It would be actually... Fuck. I wish I was like a fly on the ceiling, on the roof, when they had the discussion about why they're nerfing Elementalist. Is it because it's too good, or is it because of the performance issues? Because it was insane, but so was the issues with performance. Like, people with fucking insane computers were still having issues with it because the server size lag, right? You know what? Yo. Had significant effects on performance. You know why this actually got nerfed? I hope you guys are ready for this. Console players. They're nerfing cool mechanics because console can handle it. That's the truth. That is the truth, boys. I don't know. I mean, it was having issues with PC, but on PlayStation or on Xbox, it's just like unplayable. Like Oscar, when he was going for the level 100 on PlayStation, he was playing Winter Orb Elementalist, and he had to skip incursions because it was so fucking bad. But yeah, this is issues on PC too, so yeah. It's fine. And it was really good. I wonder what the minimum shock is gonna be. It's like 20% right now. Well, it's gonna be it's more than 20% because you have a bit of shock effect already. On the like whenever you take that, how much shock effect do you have? Or like the effect, right? So where is the effect? Wait, didn't you have some effect here? Wait, or do I just remember incorrectly? I thought that you had some just chance. That's nothing extra. Wait, do I remember something incorrectly? I don't even fucking remember. Well, either way, this was big. Yeah, that was a big nerf. I wonder what the value is. Like, Ascendant right now has it at 10%, I think? Yeah, you have 10%. So I don't think they're gonna nerf it to that level, so I guess it's gonna be 15%. Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah. I mean, the removing the prolif is big. That's like the biggest thing about it. Okay, that's gonna be interesting for racing meta. I mean, on top of the Stormbrand and shit nerfs. But yeah. Blood Magic and Mortal Conviction. Oh my god, are they killing like low life supports? We have completely changed Mortal Conviction, the notable behind Blood Magic. So right now it has bunch of reduced reservation. Sorry, it has 50% less. Okay, not reduced. Important difference. It is now Keystone that restricts you to only one non-banner aura skill. Okay, so not a single support takes that ever then. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Okay, I guess that's the equivalent of killing BM aura supports then. Or at least if you went, you know, Mortal Conviction. But removes the reservation cost. The mana cost of Herald skills and other specialized reference skills will need to be paid within the full life. That's... Dude, I actually like that change. I actually... No joke, I like this change. Because it allows you to go Blood Magic on attack builds. Then you get free aura. So you're probably gonna use either like Hatred or whatever. Like you can use Grace for survivability. You can use whatever the new aura is gonna be. And then on top of that, you just get like a banner for like 10%. Or was it 50? I don't fucking remember how much banner is. Banner! Banner! Yeah, 10%. Yeah. I actually like that. Also, guys, there is a support build that is life-based, gets easily 7k plus HP, and gives you a crazy amount of damage anyways. So it's not like supports are dead. They just killed the low life, crazy ES scaling support, which is good, I think. It was a pretty. When you combine all of those together, that's pretty OP. This will let you take blood magic and an aura without compromising available life, at the cost of limited options being available to you. Yeah. I really like this change. Oh my god. Yo. Oh my god. What is the helm? Huh. No, wait, there's the upgrade one. Huh. So you're gonna use Malachi's Awakening, get a bunch of flat damage, and then you go blood magic with it, and you still get an aura. My lightning trapper from I don't remember what league it was is grey gasming right now. Huh. Okay. Okay. That is a buff to Malachi's Awakening right there. Huh. And you can still go EPMOM. Obviously you can't reserve anything on your mana, but you can use it as a. Okay, and you probably don't want to go EPMOM with this, honestly. You just get it for the. You just get the ES instead. I don't know why I said that. You wouldn't do that. That's an interesting buff to Malachi's Awakening, like indirectly. Okay. This will mean that builds use blood magic and mortal conviction to reserve a very large number of auras while being protected by energy shield will be restricted to 1 aura. We may return this mechanic in the future on a more specialized source than the passive tree. Okay. I can't think anything else but a body armor for that. Nodes behind the keystones removed. We've removed the powerful passive clusters behind many keystones. These passives were being used to add additional power to keystones in a way that worked well on the passive tree, but unique items were unable to receive the same power without characters being able to double up by taking both the unique and the keystone. Future balance additions to these keystones will come in the form of abilities on the keystone itself, rather than on additional modifiers. Okay. I kind of like that. So basically, that's referring to the mana here. I wonder what that will mean for face acrobatics. Have we? I don't even remember if we have a screenshot where we see this. I mean, it makes sense to have, you know, you have this here, but as a lead up, but if this as a single node like this, it's way too powerful, so you have to have a downside, and the downside is from acrobatics and the point investment. I think that's gonna be unchanged because it's not about getting extra bonuses for the keystone, but this is a lead up to another keystone, so I think it's gonna be fine. Like unchanged. Energy shield on the passive tree. Hands sweaty. Oh god. We made a number of changes to bonuses to energy shield on the passive tree. The value of increases to energy shield on various passive clusters have been lowered, with some flat energy shields available early in the passive tree. This will let energy shield have some extra defensive benefits at early levels while reducing the potential energy shield that a fully invested late game character can achieve. There is a new energy shield cluster between Templar and Witch, a location that was missing energy shield options when passing between the classes. Okay. In indirect changes to Unnatural Instinct. The crit multiplier passives near the side starting area provided far too much power through the Unnatural Instinct tool. They have been changed to accuracy passives instead. Oh shit. Oh goodness. Goodbye. And the stocks of Unnatural Instinct are on free fall now, boys. Oh shit. Dude. That's actually, like, I get the nerf, but it's so sad that they nerfed the passive tree, because these nodes like these on a Scion build and some builds that go here and actually go down here to get it would have been fine. But just because of that one jewel, they had to axe the skill tree. I think I personally would have just nerfed the jewel itself. But the thing is, then you would nerf the jewel only because of one location. Honestly, fuck, I would have just moved this crit multi somewhere else. Oh my goodness. Like, it's not like people don't really use Unnatural Instinct anywhere else. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it on anywhere else than here. Okay, so nobody's gonna take those nodes now. Items. Oh yeah, and about the ES nerf. I think ES nerf is fine. And that's... I wonder how much this is gonna... Like, how big this is gonna be. Is it gonna make, like, any build that doesn't go, like, full-on, complete retardo on getting all the good shit? Is it gonna make it... Is it gonna make those builds basically unplayable? And only those builds that go, like, full-on can do something with it? Because the difference between... Like, it's just... You can get some, like, the I guess no, that's not the... I don't know the word here. But, like, on life builds, the differences between, you know, you get, like, 6k and then, like, 8k, but then in ES you have, like, 8k, 15k or something like that. And even more. So, like, the difference is just so high. So, I hope that this doesn't completely kill, like, you know, those builds that didn't go full on. But ES definitely deserved a nerf, for sure. I'm just a bit scared of how big that is gonna be. Items. Defenses from equipment. The inclusion of the dense fossil with oh my god, they're killing dense. They're removing the suffix from it. They're removing the suffix. The inclusion of dense fossil with delve and the item quality crafted modifiers with betrayal significantly increased the potential energy shield available on many item slots with minimal investment. The values currently were too great, so we may change to both dense fossils and quality crafted modifiers. But my quality for 6 link in my item? Yo, don't take that away from me. Fuck you, ES. Removing ES being too good removes fusing. Cries in solo self-found linking and rare item bases. Pepper hands. That's fine. Dense fossils no longer include local armor, evasion, or energy shield suffixes. Told ya. Instead, the fossils will have a local item quality as a potential suffix on body armor and shields. with a slightly higher potential value than the craftable modifiers. Well, are you telling me that I have to dense fossil my armor base if I want to get the quality to try to 6-link it easier? I mean, nobody's gonna do that, obviously. It's an interesting change. Other item slots will have new modifiers appropriate to their defense. I mean, I'm not surprised that they removed the suffix from the dents. That's some rough cuts there, boys. Okay, powerful and unique item rarity. Are they gonna make Impulsa even more rare? Headhunter even rarer? Certain very powerful and unique items will be harder to obtain now. This includes Headhunter, Eternity Shroud, and Solstice Vigil. I wonder if it's only excluded to those three. Okay. I mean, those three items are insane, so yeah, I don't have anything against this. Cries in running burial chambers in the flashback. I think we probably end up running like a total of like 900 or something burial chambers, with at least half of them in a 3-man group and the rest in like a 2-man group, with like somewhere around like, I guess average on a 56, 57 quantity, with 3 sextants in a flashback, and we didn't get a single doctor. So that's gonna be interesting if people are gonna be farming burials or if people are gonna just go to other things. Oh god, now I wanna see the Atlas. I wanna see the Atlas. Okay. Change is not making it into 3.7. New skill enchantments. 3.7 will initially include enchantments for the new skills. We're planning to release them shortly after, once we've had time to develop interesting and worthwhile enchantments that improve on their most interesting aspects. Okay. There's been an ongoing discussion about the enchantment systems, but we've yet to come to a conclusion of how obtaining helmet enchantments may change as a result of new enchantments making specific enchantments harder to obtain. I would really like that we could just battle the enchantments, and then people who farm lab could still farm lab, and then they just sell the enchantments. Not specific enchantments, but they could be like literally just a random enchantment, so that you could use it on a unique item, like unique helm instead. That way you could get the enchantments you want on those very specific niche uniques without running the lab yourself, and the people who farming lab could still keep doing that and make money out of that, because that's apparently something GGG wants to encourage people to farm lab. Or they could make it so that you could potentially divide it by skill, like a type, like have like dex gem, you have a strength gem, and you have like int gem. So that would cut it in like 3 pieces already. I don't know. Because like what they want the lab farmers to be able to make money farming lab, and making the enchants be able to just sold as enchants on like a battle. You could use like the divine vessel or something like that, and they could just sell those, and they would keep making money that way, right? I think that's a good middle way, where people who want those enchantments on their very niche items will have to pay a pretty good price because they need to buy enchants, and the people farming lab will make money by selling the enchants. But then again, that would mean that you would never enchant the helm yourself, and you would just sell the enchant. So I think they would have to add something, so there's like incentive to also just enchant the helm instead of bottling up and selling it. So they would have to do something about that, I think. Leads. Okay, I'm gonna get my chat back up. Okay, let's get the chat back up. Okay, what do we have here? Sounds like a prophecy. No, I don't think a prophecy. You skip the line? No, there's I know there's still these are there. Oh god. Wait. I skipped something? Where? Oh, you can no longer craft any local item modifiers on boots, gloves, and helms. You will still be able to craft them body armor and shield. Okay, I mean that's fine. I mean that's fine. Still can be used from 6 link. Yeah, but they're lowering the values. So like they said, they're lowering the values, and if this value, like if they cut the value in half, that's gonna make 6 link harder. I mean it's not really a issue. I'm just tiny bit sad because of the power of quality on an ES based items, everything else has to suffer. There's a list of what maps are what tier this time around. That was the thing last time too. It was in 3.6 I felt. Okay, let's finish this. We'd hope to simplify and rework the lead system for 3.7. The more we develop our new system, the more we realize that it was such an extreme change that it would disturb too many players and potentially regard more balance and iteration than we're comfy with in the time available. We decided to make the change alongside 4.0 as part of other... Dude, 4.0 is so far ahead. That's like... They said that there might be 3.12 before that. As a part of other more significant and sweeping balance changes. We hope this will let us do the system justice by making the system better with the game's progression with much more reward for investment, a significant shift from the way Leech currently plays in the game. I mean, it's nice that they realize that they over-nerfed it. That's good. Three 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. No, that would be 3.1.2. We have to get 3.7. We're gonna get 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, not 1.0. Yeah, okay. I mean, oof. It's sad. I mean, it's sad that they overdid the nerf. But at least they are already admitting to that it's gonna be. Bleeding and auto attackment elements. Oh god, they didn't make it. Though there are many changes that affect bleeding element with attacks don't have a natural growth in power during progression that we're happy with, and don't provide enough interesting interactions. We'll plan to make significant changes to damage elements, especially with attacks in the future. Okay. Oh, okay, this was a lot to swallow. Damn. Whew. I guess we're gonna have a really quick TLDR. I think I need to make another, like, I need to type the make, like, the changes and make, like, a TLDR, but oh gosh, that's a lot of shit. What rating out of 10 for the balance manifesto? I would make this at least decent. No, I would make it a nerf hammer out of 10 is probably the thing about this. Because I'd say like 90% of this is nerfs. Not if you're playing melee. I mean, they are definitely making their way back to just fucking axing whatever is an issue. It seems like. I am happy GGG. Like, I'm actually happy GGG is doing the nerf they think they need to do, but I have a feeling that this is more about just brute forcing the shift of, like, the meta shift from spells to melee. I think that's what this is. But the thing is, I don't think the meta is gonna be... I don't think the meta is gonna be melee. I think the meta is gonna be ranged attacks. Also, there's nothing about Mana Guardian in here. Oh my god, you're right. There's nothing about Mana Guardian. How the fuck did Mana Guardian survive this? Unless it's in patch notes, but how? How? I think they're trying to cut back big time on the power creep, make game harder and mobs take longer to kill. I mean, I'm gonna be happy if that's this what this is gonna end up being. We get ward for Mana Guardian, yeah. Yeah. We get ward for a lot of builds, it's gonna be insane. Did I miss anything else? Dude, I was so tempted to check the chat. The one time I had when I took something from the other browser, I saw the chat fucking flying with like Pepe laughs. So oh god. There was like at some point there was like a super Pepe laugh moment. I wonder what was it. Oh my god. Dude. I'm so glad they're just nerfing things if they feel like that's the case. I'm not so happy if they're nerfing things because they really try to brute force it. But I guess if brute forcing the meta shift is what they like, you know, what needs to be done to, you know, try to get things a bit more like let's be real. Balance in Path of Exile will never exist. This game is, even if they wanted to, POE is far too complex, has far too many interactions, and like this, it is impossible to balance. I mean, I'm gonna be happy if melee actually becomes the meta. I'm just not expecting that to be the case. I mean, it's gonna be doing good damage and all that, but it's just I'm very cautious about melee being able to compete in the clear speed of especially bow builds. But it looks like Trickster might actually survive this. It might. Let's wait for 2020 gem info. Yeah, but that only affects the gems that were changed. Oh yeah, and ED. Oh my god. ED contagion. I can't believe they didn't address that here. Maybe if Ancient Helm you choose one of the three and Ball just one. I mean, maybe. But the thing is, like, it would be like, do you want to enchant your helm? Then it gives you three options versus bottling up the random. Is what you mean? Maybe it's because it's a 2K skill. That's also why I personally don't enjoy playing with ED, because of the need to use two different skills. But then again, the last time I played ED was a long time ago. I don't know, the playstyle of it just doesn't like fit me for some reason. Like, I play builds that use all of the freaking 7 skill slots that we have. Like, I like literally this Winter Orb build uses every single one of these buttons, like skills. I use Phase Run, I use Flame, like I use these all actively. The only skill that I use only for the boss room is Valrighteous Fire. Everything else is actively used. Okay, probably Wave of Conviction too. But then again, Wave of Conviction can be automated. And yeah. Oh, they didn't mention anything about the skill shit. Now that I just realized that. Oof. That's oh yeah, somebody linked like a still clip. What is the clip? We must have some good clips out of this. That's Manifesto shit.
It's gone, dude. It's fucking god.
That is so true. That is so true. Occultist might also be the same. I mean, okay, Occultist is gonna be fine. I mean, Occultist is still gonna be okay, but Elementalist got fucking axed out of existence. Huh. Holy shit. This is gonna be an interesting patch, boys. The patch notes tomorrow is gonna be good. Elementalist become the Berserker. Dude, they just switched Berserker to Elementalist and vice versa. That's what's happened. Elementalist will now only be a Golem build. Imagine like majority of Elementalist builds just being a minion build. What a world we live in. Golem. They should just rename Elementalist to Golemist. What corner of the new atlas we don't do now? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna check it right after this. But yeah, I guess the TLDR of Balance Manifesto could buy a lot of things and an attempt to make in melee great. Remains to be seen if melee will be better than bow builds, but I think bow builds are gonna be good. But we might there's still things we need to see in the patch note. But yeah. Ripperonis out of 10. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna make a shorter version of this? I'll probably make like a TLDR version, yeah. But this is just like me reading and get my first reaction on everything, but yeah. And I did comment on pretty much all of the subjects, I think. I don't think I just went through any of them, like just like read through and not said anything. Yeah. Can you say something about the new atlas? I will soon once I actually start looking at it. ED Contagion Trickster will probably survive, yeah. I'm worried about ED Contagion Occultist. Yeah, Bow Champ is really good. So is Slayer. And so it, I mean, Berserker is for fish based as well. Ooh. But I need to take a piss and get like a cup of coffee. This was a roller coaster. This was a roller coaster of I think this was like a workout for me. It's like my heart beat sometimes when especially when I came to where is it, like when I read this powerful Ascendancy classes, I was like, oh my god. Interestingly enough, then like Mana Guardian completely dodged the bullet. Why people are so worried about ED Trickster? Because they enjoyed, and there was a mention about Trickster nerf. But like how they're saying this doesn't. I mean, it really depends on how slowly they generate. It's all about that. But I think even if it's 2 seconds, which is twice as long as right now, I think it's gonna be fine. And Hova, yeah, Hova is gonna be fine. I think Hova is gonna be fine. And we don't know, like we need to see how big of a nerf the Agony is. But like Stormburst is gonna be the spell now, I think. But then again, that's like not a clear speed skill. But like you can literally make a Trickster literally clear with Orb of Storm, and then you just delete the world with a Stormburst. Divine Eye is still there. Yeah, I mean Divine Eye is good, but Stormburst is for bossing purpose and shit like that is better. But yeah, Divine Ire is definitely good still, yeah. Assuming no numeric. I mean, we haven't seen the numerical changes, but they specifically highlighted few skills, so that makes me wonder, like, believe that they didn't get much. You need to breathe. Thank you for Sunburst. I mean, Trickster is insane. Like, Trickster is insane right now. Like, they need to do a lot of nerfs to Trickster, and they don't mention anything about like the where's Trickster again? There's no mention of the spell dodge. Like, okay, so what is changing? They're changing how fast you get the shrouds, and then how much attack and gas speed you get. But there's no mention of the dodge, for example, right? The spell dodge there is insane. Generate slower rate and provide reduced value of attack and gas speed. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. But yeah. Stay tuned for the patch notes, and I'll probably make a TLDR of this.